wait, Roy Mustang is sexy dead.
Now that's the line I would start saying.
This is for Vic. Can you sing I'm a Little Teapot in your pie voice?
I'm a little teapot, sure. Here is my handle.
Here is something I forgot to pay attention.
Like an old teapot, you may shout. Me over and pour me out.
I want to go home.
Okay, baby.
Okay.
I have a question for Tad. I know you do Alan Walker and everything, but what would your poker face be like?
What would my poker face be like?
Papa.
If you had a winning hand, like what would your poker face be like?
Well, it would be the same face that when I was a kid, I was in English class, and her name was Mrs. Simon Hogue. That was the teacher's name. And I would look over at her, and I was the only Asian kid in the class, as it was often the case. I had my bowl haircut, and I looked at her crossway just like this. And she goes, "Why are you looking at me like that?" This is what my teacher said to me. And I was like, "What? I'm just looking at you." And I was like, "Why are you looking at me like that?" And she got so mad at me, and I go, that would be my poker face.
Don't touch that water bottle. I'm not touching.
Yeah.
I'm not touching.
That's exactly.
I have a question for little Grimo. What gave you the idea? What gave you the idea to start Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bridge?
It wasn't really like a lightning bolt out of the blue sky or anything. It was sort of a combination of various things. Really, I wanted to do some sort of stand-up like a lot of people do. I'm sure a lot of you guys have tried to do something similar. But I wanted to use. I've been told that I can do fairly good, just silly voices. I mean, a lot of people say, "You're such a great voice actor." I'm like, I'm not a voice actor. I do silly voices. I mean, that's something that you go to school around, and that's pretty much where it all started. I thought, if I applied that to something like Yu-Gi-Oh, because I have a lot of the DVDs lying around because I used to collect them because I'm a huge nerd. Yeah, I just thought because I could try dubbing it over and just rewrite things and make it shorter so that people sort of see not so much the trading card aspect of it, just the sort of the characters and the story and a lot of the humor in the show and sort of add my own spin on it. When I made that first episode, I literally sat down and did it in like 60 minutes. I did the whole audio in like single take. You can totally tell. There's like huge gaps where you can hear me breathing into the microphone.
Yu-Gi-Oh! is known for lies to the audience.
Hey Joey, Earth to Joey. It's a mess, that first episode, but it's an interesting mess. It's like the first episode of South Park, which has like Santa Claus versus Jesus. It's like, when you watch it in comparison to the actual series, it looks terrible, but it's like, it catches your attention, and it's something different, It's something that, is interesting, and I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people gravitated towards it originally. I mean, like I said the other day, when I started thinking and posting about it on like Penny Arcade forums and saying how bad it was, I was like, they're talking about me! It was just like, I wanted to get involved with the fandom in it, and it was a way of getting involved, and I didn't expect it to be a big deal. I really did. I thought, hey, maybe 12 people will like it. Add like a couple 100,000 zeros to that.
Hi.
Uh-oh, that's not good. I'm going to put my helmet on before I ask the question.
Will you be the Trixie to my speed?
don't say like he's vital. No, can I be your Chim Chim? Yes, I'll be your Trixie. Okay. President Chris Sabat needs to be Pop's racer. Speaking of nerds, with Kariba, I think speaking of us all being big nerds, we were walking in here and there's a girl that's working on staff and I said, hey, thanks for your help, what's your name? And she said, Raina. And I said, oh my gosh, my favorite Star Trek episode, Requiem for Methuselah, there was a girl in the episode named Raina and she said, my parents named me after that show.
I met a girl named Emma Frost who was named after the X-Men character, which I thought was like the coolest thing.
Oh, very cool.
I have actually two questions. One, Little Freebo, can you say leather pants for me?
Sing Leather Pants?
Leather pants. Thank you.
You missed the video? Leather Pants will sing the whole thing.
Both is fine.
Do we have time? I can sing one of the verses. Oh, I can't sing that one. Well,
Me and Bakura, we will have our revenge. You and me will take his leather pants.
Can you say over 9,000 for me?
Over 9,000 for me.
Nice out.
Yeah.
I have a question for Chris.
Yeah. Where's this question coming from?
Okay.
It's freaking me out.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Armstrong is always running, and his sparkles are always everywhere. Has he ever swallowed one?
Oh, if you only could hear the comment that was just made right by.
Don't look at me! Got this one!
Well, I can't say for certain, but I guess I've always wondered where the sparkles like originate from, and it comes from behind him somewhere. I imagine if a dude who's like 8 feet tall and always has his shirt off, that the sparkles are just sort of an odor. Like, I'm kidding. Yes, he swallowed one. Like, it tasted like chicken.
I have two things for Chris.
Oh, no.
One is, do you think Euro will ever end up getting with Natsumi or...
Yes. Oh wait, no, different presents. But I do.
So, how do you think he would confess to her?
Whoa. Okay.
Just pretend I'm Jeremy Lee.
Oh, if you're okay, I couldn't hear you, and then for a split second I was like, maybe she's talking to the other Chris. So but you were staring right at me, and then it made it really awkward. Asking him a question, staring at me, but I guess she is looking through the camera. So, will Euro ever will he ever have an interspecies relationship with? Wait, is that what you're asking?
No. Do you think we're going to get together?
Oh, okay. Getting together
Not
more of a
make,
friendship.
not make whoopee. You can make whoopee with him.
She has caught him staring at her in the shower before. I think there's less of a chance of them actually being truly friends, but I think they could date, perhaps. Like, friend date, like go to see, you know, a movie kind of thing. I don't know if it would ever go anywhere. I don't even have anything that Woody would say about it.
I think Natsumi is very peace-loving for the most part. Yuroro, when he's pushed, killing it is easy as breathing. So
Yeah.
it's really tough.
I don't know, to love her would be to kill her, I suppose.
They were making whoopee. What sound would they make?
Yeah.
Oh, here's just a bit of trivial information. You know how when all the frogs go like, have you noticed how I can't do it? I literally had to do it for about 2 minutes the first time I did it. Wait, and after a while it starts to sound like earwig. Like, and so they literally have, the first time I ever recorded it, they found 2 or 3 bits that sounded like I was saying giro, and I've never had to say it again. They literally looped it, because every time they find it really funny to go, okay, Chris, here you go. I'm like, no, don't even do it. You know I can't do it. I do not have the coordination to go, giro. It's hard.